Hi everyone, Driftwood speaking, still on Gamersyde. For more Spider-Man content, this time more focused on the side activities you can actually do in the open world. Like for example here, this space you need to free, much like in Far Cry, except contrary to the the series by Ubisoft, you're not going to be able to do everything in a stealthy way like here. There's a point when you're going to have to deal with the several waves of enemies. Even if you're really careful, you're bound to actually be discovered, or at least you will raise suspicion first. But at some point, they will just arrive, guns blazing, trying to find you and kill you, and you'll have to survive more than 6 waves of enemies, which is cool. But there are quite a lot of them, and with different types of enemies, but still, it's the same thing. Also, what you can do is, what we were shown in the beginning, is there are random crimes in the city, and here you're supposed to stop a car, and it's pretty impressive to look at, but it's not incredibly fun to play past the first time, because it's basically always the same thing. You dodge, and then you press the square button. I did so fast that you couldn't see anything, but it's more or less QTE. There are obviously other types of crimes, like thugs in the back alley are doing like thug things, and there goes the combat system, which is obviously very close to what we had in the Batman Arkham series, with the dodge and the possibility to combo your enemies and to finish them once your focus bar is full enough, which you can build either by just punching and kicking, but also by using your gadgets when you unlock a skill that allows you to fill up your focus meter when using your gadgets, and it's pretty actually effective. Different types of crimes. So here it's a burglary, and you can actually use your enemies when you use your web around them. You can attach it to them, and you can swing them around and throw them at the others. Also, you can do that with the weapons. But those are things you need to unlock first. Obviously, you're not going to get all the moves here. What you see is basically what you can do towards the end. Although I confess, I didn't use all the combos I knew, because, well, basically sometimes not everything goes according to plan when you prepare a video. So here, those big guys are obviously stronger, but when your focus meter is filled enough, I think it's 2 bars, you can still finish them. Otherwise, you'll have to blind them first, so you can actually punch them and touch them, because they block, and they can be pretty dangerous, because they're heavy, and one punch can send you to the ground. Here, some more random crime gameplay on a rooftop. Also, keep in mind that the reason I can use several finishing moves in a row is because I unlocked a skill, so it's not something you'll be able to do in the beginning. Though if you imprison a thug in your web, you can then throw it to the wall, and it will just stay there. This is a more challenge sort of activity, where you're supposed to be stealthy. If you're spotted, the mission's over, and there's a timer, and if you're quick enough, you get the gold. So it's there are stealth sort of challenges, also more like traversal ones and combat ones. It's basically the same thing you can do in the main missions or in the open world, but the fact that it's more like a puzzle. What can I do? How can I do to actually do it in the proper timing, and so I can get the gold. So I found it was interesting, because it also made you use Spider-Man's speed more than in the main game, maybe sometimes, because you don't have time. You need to be very quick. and you know, it's pretty yeah, it's great when everything works. And here I use a gadget that I like very much, that you can you know, get rid of two foes at the same time. And here, yeah, I can finish and get the gold, which is nice. So this is the last activity I'm going to show you. There's a lot I haven't shown, but the point is not to show you everything. It's basically, you have research labs, and those are dedicated to missions in the city where you'll be you know, fighting pollution or things, toxic things. And here you need to swing through those you know, like toxic clouds, so you can have like samples of what's going on. And at the end of the mission, they ask you to use your camera, which you don't use very much in the main game, sadly, and to actually take pictures of the cars responsible for that pollution. So, you know, it's a bit different from what you do in the rest of the game, which is probably why I enjoyed them a bit more. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the two videos, and I'll see you very, very soon on Gamersyde.
And the hat trick. All set. That'll get a recall ordered, courtesy of your Earth-friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.